Gavroff. Valentin Rodriguez. A freshman outside hitter, number 11, Benjamin Nirenstein. A middle number 13, Ari Osmanaj. And the two tonight, the first freshman, number 6, Michael Baruch. Number 8, Zachary Now. And coach of the Bearcats, Ari Gavroff.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Baruch Athletics on YouTube as we bring you live inside the Arc Arena. Mike Higgins with you tonight as the Baruch College Bearcats host the Hawks of SUNY New Paltz in some D3 men's volleyball action. Bearcats still in search of their first win of the year. They traveled to New Jersey this past weekend for the annual Clash at Kane Invitational Tournament. They came up empty in matches against LaSalle, Kane, and Juniata. Granted, they were a little short-handed as both Ari Osmanaj and Ben Nirenstein were both unavailable for all three matches. But now they return home for yet another opportunity against a nationally ranked opponent, and they're hoping tonight's the night for Brady Ambrose to get his first win as head coach. This will be their 6th game of the year, their 5th against teams in the AVCA Top 20. SUNY New Paltz ranked number 14 in that poll. They're led by a longtime head coach, Radu Petris, 2-time D3 Coach of the Year. Led the Hawks to 2 national titles in 2016 and 19. Just recently picked up career win number 400. The Hawks were in Boston over the weekend where they split a tri-match, swept Endicott before losing in 5 to number 13 ranked Wentworth. And they've got last year's National Freshman of the Year, Nico Tenedorio, on the outside leading the way as they try to continue their winning ways during this 6-game road trip that they're on. For the Bearcats, Ari Osmanaj remains out. He injured his ankle during warm-ups before the first game of the Clash at Kane. But Ben Nirenstein back in there. So is Peter Gavroff, Ari Osmanaj, Brennan O'Connor, Aaron Clark, and Zach Yao, the libero, along with Valentin Rodriguez. He will set. We'll likely see a 6-2 from the Bearcats today as Ari Osmanaj starts this one on the right side. The whistle from the up official, Daniel Sam. Val Rodriguez is ready, and here we go, Baruch and New Paltz. First swing comes on a bick from Jeff Doria. That's dug out. Peter Gavroff slowed down up front. D-ball is down for Matt Toplansky. And that's the first point of the day for the Hawks. They bring in Matt Kudlinski to serve for the middle Peter Bruchin. He's out there along with Toplansky, Nico Tenedorio, Arter Kaiser, Dan Shanley, and Jeff Doria. Good pass there by Nirenstein. Brennan O'Connor out of the middle, ties it at 1. Brennan O'Connor starting to show what a force he can be in the middle. 7 blocks against Kane, and he hit .667 against number 3 ranked Juniata. So here is Peter Gavroff, 54 kills on the year. It's a good pass there by Doria. Toplansky again, that one goes into the stands. Good start for the senior opposite hitter from Farmingdale. And the Hawks take a 2-1 lead, and here's the senior setter, Dan Shanley. Great start to his season, 34 or more assists in every game so far. He's a transfer from Division I George Mason. Played his freshman year there, the last 3 at New Paltz. Ari Osmanaj on the right side, that's blocked. This will be a tight ball. Ari trying to dump it, stays in play. Ari will try again, and that one is out. New Paltz goes up 3-1. So we're not used to seeing Ari Osmanaj on the right side. But with Baruch without Arjend Osmanaj, his twin brother, he steps in. He'll probably play every position before his career's over. And then there's a service error on Shanley to make it 3-2. And now we're going to see Caleb Leewen check in. He will serve for O'Connor. Made his season debut against Juniata, where he picked up 3 consecutive aces as a serving sub. Let's see what he's got here. That one too long, and it's 4-2. So here is Nico Tenedorio, the National Freshman of the Year last season. Sophomore out of Bayshore on Long Island. Outstanding freshman year, 328 kills as a rookie. Took a little off the serve. Nirenstein able to get the tool off to Toplansky, and it's 4-3. And now we will see the 6-2 come into play as Omar Noman checks in for Val Rodriguez. So now Ari will set. Played every game this weekend, Omar Noman. Here's Osmanaj. Good pass by Doria. They go right back to him, and he goes 4-4. Big swing by Jeff Doria. Second on the team in kills last year with 197. Gavroff handles the serve from Arter Kaiser. Nirenstein into the net. And it's 5-3. So Ben Nirenstein back in the lineup. He was not available this weekend. Tough receive there by Nirenstein. Ari runs it down, but nobody home. So 6-3 in favor of the Hawks. Sophomore middle Arter Kaiser on serve here. Ari's just got to tie his shoe real quick. Goes short with it. Noman puts it away. So that's Omar Noman's first kill in this building. He had 7 over the weekend. There's Ben Nirenstein. Strong serve. Good pass by Tenedorio. They run the middle. Peter Bruchin gets the tool off Aaron Clark. And it's an 8-4 lead for the Hawks. Here's Matt Toplansky. Goes short on the serve. Noman will try again, and he's blocked. Jeff Doria. Brady Ambro arguing that he touched the net. But the down official saying otherwise. Here's Gavroff, and he gets the big side out for the Bearcats. Now Aaron Clark will serve with O'Connor returning back up front. Good serve, and it's an ace. Aaron Clark saw a lot of action this weekend. He gets the start tonight. And it's 6-9. The pass by Doria hit the ceiling. That batter's cage hanging up there. Bruchin. Oh, nice up there by Nirenstein. Will this come back? It does not clear the antenna. Good effort there by both Nirenstein and Clark. And it's a 10-6 lead for the Hawks. So here is Jeff Doria. Nirenstein handles. Gavroff hammers it home. Second kill for Gavroff, and Val Rodriguez replaces Omar Noman at the line, so he'll go back to setting. Ari Osmanaj will go back to hitting. Doria handles the serve. They run the back one. That's blocked. Gavroff reading Peter Bruchin like a book, and it's 10-8. Big block by number 7. That's a tight ball, and again, Gavroff reading the dump by Shanley, and it's a 1-point game. Very tight pass there from Bruchin, and Shanley had nowhere else to go with it. Shanley for Tenedorio, and he picks up his first kill of the day. Matt Kudlinski checks back in to serve for Bruchin. 11-9 lead for the visiting Hawks. That one's going to come over. Tenedorio got a piece of Val Rodriguez on the overpass. And he's making sure he's okay. Good to see that from a young player. Gavroff, good pass. Val goes right back to him, and he puts it away. Good start for Gavroff. He's 3 for 4 on attacks. And now he'll serve. Good serve by Gavroff. Shanley for Tenedorio, and that one hits the ceiling on its way over from Zach Yao. 13-10 lead for New Paltz. Nico Tenedorio starting to catch fire. Here's Dan Shanley, leads the team with 19 aces. Bit of a hybrid serve there. It's a tight ball, and that's going to be 4 touches as it was out of the reach of O'Connor. New Paltz up by 4. Overpass coming. New Paltz nearly mishandled it, and it's a free ball. That's going to land. If you're a visiting team, you just got to get used to it. That batting cage hanging from the ceiling. As many visiting teams have learned in the past. Here's Caleb Lewen serving for O'Connor. Toplansky takes a little off. Ari could only dump it, and he finds floor. Ari's probably lucky he was in the front row there. Currently has right side duties with Val Rodriguez back there, and there's an error on Caleb Lewen. So Tenedorio back on serve. New Paltz up 15-12. That's into the net from Tenedorio, and it's 15-13. Baruch brings Noman back in. Two-point game here. Here's Ari Osmanaj, who will now set. That's a tight ball, and they're going to call a reach over on Nirenstein, and Brady Ambro not happy with the call. I definitely thought that ball was on the plane. So that one doesn't go Baruch's way, and now here is Arter Kaiser. And that's going to be a lift on Yao. Probably should have went platform there. Gavroff handles. Nirenstein turned away. This goes over. It had to go over. It hit his shoulder. 2-ball to Plansky. And that's going to send Baruch into a timeout. It's a 5-point New Paltz lead. We'll be back. We are back out of the Baruch timeout. It's an 18-13 lead for the visiting New Paltz Hawks. Baruch cut the deficit to 1, but we're never able to tie it. Now New Paltz starting to run away with it. Noman gets it inside the block of Toplansky. 18-14. Second kill for Omar Noman. That's an error on Nirenstein. Back to a 5-point lead for the Hawks, and here's Toplansky. The pass by Nirenstein. Here is Gavroff. And that was blocked, and it touched him on its way out. Dan Shanley and Peter Bruchin putting up the block. Nirenstein handles. Noman. Nice dig back there by the libero, Max Debonis. And Toplansky takes a little off and picks up another kill. Four kills for Matt Toplansky. That leads all players. Serving again. Tight ball. Aaron Clark hammers it home. Aaron Clark 2 for 2. Goes short on the serve. Toplansky, or excuse me, Shanley for Doria, and he buries it. New Paltz 3 points away from taking the first. Here's Jeff Doria. Out of bounds on the serve, and Baruch needs to string some points together now. Val Rodriguez comes back in. Doria handles the serve. Chenadorio able to tool the block of Ari Osmanaj. 23-16, largest lead of the day for the Hawks. And here is Matt Kudlinski, the junior from Suffern, New York. And that's an ace. It drops in right behind Nirenstein. And with set point, Brady Ambro will call his second timeout. 24-16 in favor of New Paltz. We'll be back. You're watching Baruch Athletics on YouTube. Back out of the timeout. It is set point for SUNY New Paltz. 24-16 lead. Matt Kudlinski serving for the set. The serving sub for Peter Bruchin. That's a good one, and it's an ace. Right out of the timeout, Kudlinski wins it with an ace. New Paltz takes the first, 25-16. Strong offensive showing for the Hawks in that one. They hit 600. Baruch hitting 150. We'll see if they can step it up in the second set. We'll be back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just joining us, SUNY New Paltz took the first set over the Bearcats by a score of 25-16. Leading the way for New Paltz, Matt Toplansky, 4 kills on 5 swings. For the Bearcats, Peter Gavroff, 3 kills on 5 swings to lead all players. Eight assists between Ari Osmanaj and Val Rodriguez. Dan Shanley with 11 for New Paltz. And Baruch's got to figure out a way to slow down this New Paltz offense. They hit 600 in that first set. Baruch hit 150. So Matt Kudlinski, who ended the first set with an ace, he'll serve to start the second. And here we go in set number 2. Zach Yao, good pass. Evan Kang into the game for the first time. Out of the middle, it's Arter Kaiser. And New Paltz strikes first. Kaiser was a guy last year that really didn't have a role on this team. But he has really stepped up because Chris Jane, their leading middle over the past 3 years, he's out with a knee injury. Well, he's not really out. He's been used sparingly, though. Haven't seen him yet today. There's a nice block there by Shanley. And Gavroff hits the antenna on the second chance. And it's 2-0 Hawks. Speaking of Chris Jane, outstanding blocker, one of the best in all of D3. 110 blocks last year. He's got a meniscus issue, but he's a .329 hitter. That's a big loss to this New Paltz lineup, but guys like Arter Kaiser and Peter Bruchin have picked up the slack. That's an error on New Paltz, and Bearcats are on the board here in set number 2. So Evan Kang will quickly get subbed out for Val Rodriguez. It's come to my attention, by the way, that there is a new sibling rivalry between Baruch and Hunter. Evan Kang's brother, Eddie Kang, is a freshman on Hunter, and there's a kill for Tenedorio on the 2-ball. So Eddie Kang, Evan's twin brother, now playing for Hunter. He's an outside hitter. He's started every game so far, and he's already a 2-time CUNYAC Rookie of the Week. Great start to his career. We used to have Zach Yao and his brother Nick Yao at Hunter. Nick Yao, of course, graduated now. So now we've got the Kangs. Evan for Baruch, Eddie for Hunter. And we will see Hunter not very long from now, February 14th, for a tri-match with Regis. There's an error on Gavroff to put New Paltz up 4-2. Here's Nico Tenedorio, who in the first set passed the 100 kill mark for the season. Nearly had an ace. It'll be a free ball from Ari. Shanley for Bruchin. Or excuse me, that's Kaiser. Hammering home the 1-ball, and it's 5-2. Big swing by the sophomore middle from Orangeburg out of Tappan Zee High School. Nirenstein gives Baruch a side out. Second kill for Nirenstein, and now here's Aaron Clark to serve. Clark had an ace in the first set. Let's see what he's got here. It's an error. A couple of untimely ones in this game for the Bearcats so far. Baruch still has not led at any point in this game. Kaiser puts it in play. And a short ball from Gavroff, looking for him on the bick. And he's able to find floor to make it 6-4. And now we will see Evan Kang check back in. So with Ari Osmanaj out, Evan Kang played all 3 matches. That's a good pass by Tenedorio. A tight ball, and Toplansky able to split the blockers. What a start for Matt Toplansky. 5 kills on 6 swings. And now he will serve. Nirenstein, good pass. O'Connor, good dig by Toplansky. Had a system ball, Tenedorio, but it hits the backboard on the ceiling and comes shooting down. And it's 8-4. Four-point lead for the Hawks. And that's an ace for Toplansky. Zach Yao trying to sell out for it, but nobody there to take the second ball. Another short serve from Toplansky. Nirenstein. Tight ball, and Bruchin hammers it home. We'll see if Brady Ambrose thinking about a timeout. It's quickly a 6-point lead for New Paltz. And that hitting percentage for the team is only going up. And there's an error on Toplansky. That gives Baruch a side out. Here's Nirenstein trying to cut into this deficit. Good pass by Tenedorio. D-ball, Toplansky again. What a start for Matt Toplansky. Here's Jeff Doria. Good pass by Nirenstein. Gavroff goes short with it. Turned away by Shanley. Doria digs it out. Tenedorio. Slowed down up front by O'Connor. A joust up front. O'Connor wins it. Ball still live. There's a block by Kang. And Shanley will send it deep. Let's see what the Bearcats do here. Gavroff hammers it right at Toplansky for the kill. (11-6), and now here is Caleb Lewen. Good pass by Luke Hofer, the libero, and Tenedorio just overran it. A rare miscue by number 10. Lewen looking to give Baruch a little more. Hofer, good pass. Toplansky again. Cannot be stopped. Left him one-on-one with Gavroff. And he puts it away to make it 12-7. So here is Matt Kudlinski, the serving sub. Nirenstein, good pass. Gavroff goes short with it. Kaiser right there. Doria slowed down by Clark. And it's not coming back. And the New Paltz lead back to 6. That's a tight ball, and Clark grabbed the net on the swing. No question about that one. Seven-point lead for the Hawks. 14-7. Here's Kudlinski. It's an ace. He's having a nice night at the service line, and now we will have a Baruch timeout. It is all New Paltz right now. We'll be back 15-7 here in the second. Back out of the timeout. 15-7 lead for the SUNY New Paltz Hawks here in set number 2, trying to go up 2-0 over the Bearcats. Matt Kudlinski, who just picked up his third ace of the game, looking for more. Bearcats looking for answers. The pass by Nirenstein. Evan Kang is blocked. Nico Tenedorio. And the New Paltz lead is 9. Nirenstein, good pass. Could only tip it. Shanley for Kaiser. Slowed down up front. Gavroff with a much-needed side out for Baruch. They needed one in the worst way possible. Seven kills for Peter. And now they'll bring in Val Rodriguez. Tight ball, Shanley. Couldn't keep it on his side, and Ari Osmanaj right there. Baruch looking for any sort of momentum switch now. And there's Artur Kaiser on the 31. Dan Shanley doing a great job finding all of his hitters, and now he's back to serve. Shanley up to 20 assists. And that's into the net. Bearcats up to 10. Here's Gavroff. He's got an ace. able to find the end line and cut it to 6. Second ace of the game for Baruch. Good pass by Tenedorio. Shanley goes back to him. He's blocked. It stays in play, though. And he goes short with it. Out of the reach of Yao, and it's 18-11. Michael Tiroli now in the game. He handles the serve. Shanley with a dig. Doria gets it inside the block, and it's 19-11. And now we will have a timeout called by Brady Ambrose. It is still all New Paltz. 19-11 here in the second. We'll be back. Back out of the Baruch timeout. 19-11 lead for SUNY New Paltz as they look to take a 2-0 lead in this one. Baruch has brought in Ishmael Sanogo. He replaces Aaron Clark in the middle. We mentioned Michael Tiroli replacing Zach Yao earlier. He's still in there. There's an error on Tenedorio. So Sanogo just into the game. He'll serve. And short on the serve. The New Paltz lead back to 8. This is not when you can have errors, especially when New Paltz has had so few in this one. 23 kills, 4 errors for a .559 hitting percentage. And Kaiser puts it in play. Here's Nirenstein, and he goes down the line for the kill. Baruch brings Evan Kang back in. So Ari will go back to setting. That one's coming over. O'Connor. Hofer right there, and it's not coming back. Looked like Doria wanted the 2-ball, but Shanley pushed him to the pin, and nobody was home. So it's now a 6-point New Paltz lead, and Osmanaj goes right at Tenedorio. Zaplansky goes short with it. And they're going to call a double on Matt Zaplansky. So the deficit is 5. And that serve way too long by Osmanaj. Pass by Nirenstein. O'Connor dug by Toplansky. Roll shot by Tenedorio. Nirenstein. Great dig back there by Max Tabanis. Osmanaj for Kang. Turned away by Burchin. And that one out of the reach of Nirenstein. That just wasn't high enough. Too much of a line drive there. And it's 22-15 and Toplansky on serve. Kang able to get the tool on Burchin, and Evan Kang has his first kill of the day. (22-16) and Nirenstein back to serve. Strong serve. Doria able to put it away, and it's 23-16. Jeff Doria with his 5th kill. And here is Doria on serve. Just out of bounds, and Baruch is up to 17. And they'll bring in Caleb Lewen to serve for O'Connor. And Sonogo goes back in, but he's subbed out for Aaron Clark. He picks up a block, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Aaron Clark in right now, if I'm not mistaken. And Dennis Cam is going to look at the lineup sheet. They're talking it over. I'm pretty sure after Sonogo served, Aaron Clark checked back in, so it should have been him up front. And yes, it was supposed to be Clark in the game. So Sonogo will officially sub in. We'll see if that block ends up counting. It was a heck of a block. It would be a shame if it didn't count, but due to the fact that Sonogo wasn't technically in the game, it might not count. We're getting some clarification here at the scorer's table. Waiting on the official call. Radu Petrus now trying to get involved. New Paltz has Matt Kudlinski ready to check in. Now they're asking who the next server is. Not sure why that's relevant. But I believe this will be New Paltz point. So it looks like the point will go to New Paltz as Kudlinski is ready to sub back in. This is taking a little bit longer than we imagined. I think Aaron Clark should be in the game, or he should sub out for Sanogo, which it looks like he has. Looks like they're just doing a quick lineup check. I guess quick is the wrong word in this sense. So it will be set point for New Paltz, 24-17. Caleb Lewin also has to sub out for Brendan O'Connor, who he served for. So the official call is out of rotation. And a point to New Paltz. Unfortunate break for the Bearcats because that was a real nice block by Sanogo. They're just making everything's good with the lineup sheet. And now the substitutions will be made. Kudlinski in for Bruchin. O'Connor in for Lewin. And Sanogo will stay in the game. So it is set point for New Paltz, 24-17. Matt Kudlinski, who ended the first set with a kill, trying to do the same here. Good pass by Nirenstein. Sanogo is blocked. Arter Kaiser meets him at the net. And after a long delay, New Paltz puts the finishing touches on set number 2. They win at 25-17. We'll be back for set number 3. We'll see if Baruch can figure it out. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just joining us, it's a 2-0 lead now for SUNY New Paltz over the Baruch College Bearcats. First set 25-16, second set 25-17. New Paltz having a really strong offensive game, 500 hitting percentage to Baruch's 125. And Baruch's just got to figure something out here. They have not led at any point in this game. And a couple of changes being made for Baruch. Looks like we're going to see Lucas Maziarz in the game for the first time. He will replace Ben Nirenstein, at least in the back row. Got some good defensive reps during the Kane tournament, and here we go. Shanley for Bruchin. Got it inside the block. New Paltz strikes first. Here is Matt Kudlinski serving for the middle Peter Bruchin. He's got 3 aces today. And that one is well short. And we're all even at 1. So Evan Kang replaces Maziarz in the front row rather than Nirenstein. And that's going to be an ace for Gavroff. And Baruch has their first lead of the day. Second ace for Gavroff. He's also got 7 kills. And that one is just out of bounds over the head of the libero, Luke Hofer. So here's Dan Shanley. We saw a bit of a hybrid serve earlier with him. Rodriguez for Gavroff into the net. New Paltz back on top. It's 3-2. Shanley takes a little off. Ari Osmanaj is blocked. Nico Tenedorio meets him up top, and it's 4-2. Michael Tiroli with a good pass. We'll try Osmanaj again. And he dumps it out of bounds on the second opportunity. That's just how it's been going so far. Tight ball, and Tenedorio. Quickly 5 in a row for the Hawks. And now an ace for Shanley. And we're going to have an early timeout called by Brady Ambrose. 7-2 lead for the Hawks early in the third. We'll be back. Back out of the timeout, 7-2 lead for New Paltz here in set number 3. As they look to sweep the Bearcats. So far, so good. Here is Evan Kang, slowed down up front. Doria, dug back there by Tiroli. Good effort by Kang, but it's not coming back. So quickly a 7-0 run for New Paltz to start set number 3. That's a tight ball. Rodriguez finds O'Connor, but right there is Kaiser for the rejection. So Dan Shanley putting together quite the service run here. Kang finally able to give Baruch a side out. Here is Caleb Leewen. Good pass by Tenedorio. They run the 2-ball. He's slowed down up front by Sonogo. Good dig there by Shanley. Tenedorio. Rodriguez with a dig. Gavroff into the net. (10-3) New Paltz. Leewen checks out. O'Connor checks in. Here's Nico Tenedorio. He's got 7 kills, tied with Matt Toplansky for the team lead. Tight ball. Kang sends the free ball. Doria. And that's going to be a blocking error on Osmanaj. Jeff Doria gets a freebie. Tenedorio long on the serve, and it's 11-4. And now Ben Nirenstein's going to check back in. He replaces Val Rodriguez, so we're going to see Nirenstein on the right side here while Ari Osmanaj sets. Pass by Hofer, and Kaiser hammers it home out of the middle. Serve from Kaiser misses, and it's 12-5. Hey, big congratulations, by the way, to Noah Pack, who just today announced that he is signed to play professional volleyball overseas in Kosovo. Transferred to Baruch last year for his senior season, was nothing short of outstanding. 242 kills. He had the game winner in last year's CUNYAC final against Hunter to clinch Baruch's 5th straight title. Now a volunteer assistant coach. Obviously not here today. Of course, it was a big day for him. Signed with the club KV Ulpiana. So again, big congratulations to Noah Pack, former Baruch outside hitter, for getting a chance to get to play at the professional level. Baruch Nation, of course, always rooting for you going forward. Peter Burchin picks up an overpass kill. Such an integral part of that championship team last year. Nirenstein able to split the blockers for the kill. 14-6. Here's Sanogo. Goes short with it. And a real nice dump from Shanley. Getting a little crafty. So here's Jeff Doria. Gavroff, good pass. O'Connor picks up his first kill since the first set. So they're going to keep Nirenstein in. It looks like they're running a 5-1 now with Ari Osmanaj setting. Nirenstein will be hitting the D ball now. Doria is blocked by O'Connor. This is a tight ball. Osmanaj with the dump. And again, the ceiling coming into play. It drops on the New Paltz side. Brady Ambrose got some words for Dennis Cam, arguing that somebody from New Paltz was under the net. So it's 15-8. Here's Nirenstein. Good pass by Tenedorio. And Bruchin. Again out of the middle. In the early part of the season, blocking the other team's middles has been a struggle for the Bearcats. We saw in the first two games of the season against Stevens and Springfield, one of their middles hit 1,000 in each of those games. It was Tyler Hoke for Stevens. It was Brendan Cutter for Springfield. Not the case today, but Peter Bruchin pretty close. 7 for 8. Just one error. Hitting 750. Artur Kaiser pretty good as well. 4 for 5. Make it 5 for 6 for Kaiser. It's been a well-balanced attack for New Paltz today. Toplansky 7 kills. Bruchin 7 kills. Tenedorio 7 kills. And O'Connor is sent back by Kaiser. The set just a bit high. Kaiser was given enough time to put the block up. But as O'Connor gains more experience, the tempo will come. And there's a kill for Kang on the outside. His second. Check that, that's his third. So Baruch into double digits, 18-10. Here's Lee Wen. And that one missed the sideline. Baruch has had a couple of those that missed wide instead of long. Volleyball coaches always saying, if you're going to miss, miss long. Don't miss short or wide. The pass by Tiroli. Shanley for Toplansky. Denied! Evan Kang. Getting big up there, and it's 19-11. A really hot start for Matt Toplansky. He's gone a little quiet since the second set. The pass by Doria. Toplansky will try again, and Kang gets him again. How about that from the freshman? Back-to-back blocks for the kid from Flushing. And this time, Toplansky puts it away. Third time was the charm. New Paltz going to go to their bench. They're going to bring in Tristan Reza. He replaces Peter Bruchin, sophomore from Massapequa, Long Island Power. Big swing, Ben Nirenstein going 4-4. The big lefty with a big kill, that's his fifth. Kang on serve. He's got an ace. The kid's starting to catch some fire. We'll see if it's enough to give Baruch a spark. The vibe's much higher now. Still got work to do, though. Good pass by Hofer. Doria. Good dig by Kang. Oh, but a miscommunication there between Gavroff and Osmanaj. That's a tough break. And now we'll see Lucas Maziarz replace Kang in the back row. Here's Matt Toplansky. Taroli, good pass. Gavroff. That goes off the head of Tristan Reza for the kill. So Gavroff, who's gone quiet since the second set, that's his 8th kill. Reza puts it away out of the middle. Tristan Reza just able to sneak it inside the sideline. The sophomore out of Massapequa. Shout out to Massapequa, by the way, for winning the New York State Championship in boys volleyball this year. Roll shot from Doria. Won't go. Nirenstein. Reza with a block. Toplansky handles the free ball, and Reza with back-to-back kills. And the New Paltz bench starting to get hyped for the kid. Two points away from a sweep, SUNY New Paltz. Good job there by Gavroff following it to the line. That's an error on Doria. And now he will come out of the game for Ethan Murray, freshman outside hitter from beautiful Atlantic Beach on Long Island. Here's Nirenstein. Into the net, and it's match point. Now Rodriguez replaces him. Matt Kudlinski checks in to serve for the match. And before this match comes to an end, I'd like to give a special shout out to the men's swimming team for winning their 8th straight CUNYAC title. And that's going to be an 8-second violation as Arter Kaiser forgot to check into the game. We saw that earlier with Baruch in the second set at the very end. So Maziarz checks out. Evan Kang checks back in. And Brady Ambrose arguing that he does have a sub left, but Dennis Sam saying that they do not have a sub left. So Maziarz will stay in the game. So with Baruch trailing by 7, it'll be Peter Gavroff to serve. And because of the illegal substitution, they do pull the yellow card out. So Gavroff will serve. They're trying to stay alive, and it's out. 25-17, the final in the third. New Paltz picks up the sweep. They improve to 5-3 on the year. Baruch drops to 0-6, still looking for that elusive first win. Dominant showing by the visiting Hawks today. Hitting .483, holding Baruch to just .087 hitting percentage-wise. Peter Gavroff, 8 kills to lead Baruch. Ari Osmanaj, 13 assists. Val Rodriguez, 9 assists. For New Paltz, Matt Toplansky, the high man with 8 kills. Dan Shanley, 30 assists. So the tough part of the schedule for the Bearcats is pretty much over now. They now move on to Cuniac play, where a week from today they will visit York for the Cuniac opener, where Brady Ambrose will have another opportunity to get his first victory. So that'll do it from tonight. Dominant showing by the New Paltz Hawks tonight. They will leave Manhattan with a win. Straight set victory for the visiting Hawks. Again, Bearcats will be back in action a week from today, February 10th, at York. Next home matches for the Bearcats will be part of a tri-match. They will host Hunter College and Regis College. That matchup against Hunter, by the way, will not be a conference game. They will visit Hunter later in the season for a Cuniac matchup. Again, the Cuniac teams only play each other once now. So it'll be a non-conference game against Hunter as part of a tri-match with Regis College of Massachusetts. So until then, that'll do it from the Arc Arena. I'm Mike Higgins. We will see you next time.